all of these kind of reality shows, X Factor, you know, and such, and felt like, oh, I'd love to be on one of those shows. I can do that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you know, because it just felt like, oh, I'd love to, you know, and then you think, oh my God, it's too much pressure, the whole like judging thing, you know, how do you know what to say? But then I read the treatment of what this show was, and I said, what a nice, refreshing new idea. So it wasn't something that was out already, so I don't feel as much pressure to feel like it's been said before or not said before. It's kind of, how do you talk about something that's never been done before?
Exactly.
It just becomes exciting.
It's not going to think, what's the classic cliche on these shows? You are what this show's all about.
Oh,
which ones have you ruled out?
You are the best performer ever that's been on the show. You know, like 10 shows, 10 years in, 4,500 shows later. I'm like, really? So it's hard when you say something, when it's the way that you mean it, but you don't, but literally.
So it sounds to me as though you're looking at these shows and thinking, I'd quite like to do one. You were just waiting for the right one to come along, really.
Well, I think that, I don't know that I was waiting for the right one, because of course I never thought it was going to happen. So that's my normal would be, I'd love to do that, but it's not going to happen to me. You know, and I'm a little bit optimistic and pessimistic, just in case it doesn't happen, so I'm not disappointed. You know, like a little bit English there. You know what I mean?
You're going to be modest. I mean,
right? It's like, oh God, but
it's going to be modest and disappoint all the readers.
No. So I think that that's really the ironic part. Is I would have loved to been on a show prior, and I talked about wanting to possibly be on a show. However,
was this in the States or?
It was just in the universe. Like, I didn't care where it was, really. It just had to be the right and it had to be. But in theory, I would have never had time to be on a show in one country, you know, live, because I was in every country always, you know. So it's more the reality of how many pop stars that are currently, you know, topping the charts are going to be able to be on this particular show or on a show when they have music out. None, you know.
No. So where are you
really
up to with your music? Is that part of the reason you feel this is a good time to do it?
Perfect time to do it. Thank you. All right. Wait. An abundant.
That's it.
I mean, very American.
Really coconut.
Can I have another cup so that I can? No, it's perfect. I'm just gonna, as it starts to go down. Thank you. Question? Sorry. My birth. What?
Was this the right time because of where you were with your music?
You know what? I'm very busy right now. It's kind of like, if it would have come 6 months ago, it probably would have been like total thumbs up as far as not a thing going on. But, you know, I have a song coming out with it's already come out in Russia that I did a duet with a very famous Russian singer. I did the video in Russia about a week ago. And then I have a tour that I'm doing with a Belgian singer that is going on. Well, actually, we sold 4 arenas. Now we're going to sell probably another 6.
Who's that singer?
Natalia, but it's mainly because her and I are doing it together, and it's quite. I have a lot of fans throughout Europe, and they want to see us together. Not that they know of her, but an opportunity to see me in an arena for my fans is like, you know, I will go with them.
Absolutely.
And they follow me everywhere. Here Come the Girls is going to be coming on again.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be in the UK. And yes, we'll be probably putting on the tickets soon. So it's all
perfect timing, isn't it?
All over the place, all over the gap.
But then still, how does someone that's as big as you find themselves on British terrestrial TV? It's not. I know you put it out there, you wanted to do it.
Right. It's sort of right now, it's the first season. We don't know if we're going into a second season. It's kind of like, I'll commit to it in high-class problems if it's successful, shall we say.
Yeah.
My manager, his phrase that pays. It's like high-class problems, the Englishman. Not that was a good accent, but...
it's good up in sort of Hertfordshire.
Was it?
Nice part of town. Yeah, if anyone says, I've developed a Hertfordshire accent.
He's a high-class problems. He's really coffee.
That'll work well for 5. Keep that going.
But,
so deal with that one.
But it's live Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So the rest of the week, I am obviously going to be going off to different places of the world and doing what I need to do, and then coming back.
Wow, so you'll just like fly off to wherever.
That's how they work. That's how I guess they work these live shows out. Is you don't have to be. No, you don't have to be here for other than the live shows.
Wow.
So I'll be in Sardinia, but doing private functions and private shows because we're talking August and 'tis the season to be private. Oh, no. 'Tis the season to have holiday.
It's very good, just in time for Christmas. No?
Yeah.
What's interesting, of course, you haven't been on the audition process. So when you do your first show, you're learning like everybody else, like the audience. How does that feel?
And it's always going to be like that because we won't know what's going to come previous. We won't know at all.
Tapes of any point?
No. And I don't, to be honest, I wouldn't have wanted to. If I had to, that would be a different story. But I like being just as surprised as the audience is going to be because it really does give a proper sound opinion for live show. The audience is seeing it. It's live. There isn't a, what do they say? A delay and then a delay. Because somebody had said something to me. It's like, well, I used to be on a delay button, and then when I worked with so-and-so and so-and-so, I had a delay. And I was like, well, that means that I'm going to have to be on my P's and Q's so we don't get fined.